Oh, wow. Recording in progress, and I did put on my headphones. Hello there. This is Kemi Oyeshola. I want to share something with you, something I learned just yesterday. There is a tree, the branches of a tree outside my bedroom window. So when I wake up in the morning, that's the first thing I see when I look out the window from my bed when I wake up. I can just see the branches. You remember that scripture that says in John 15, in the whole of John 15, really, but from John 15 verse 1, I'm looking at my Bible notes and my notes when I look down. It says that I am, verse 1 says, I am the true vine and my father is the husbandman. The husbandman is the one that takes care of the trees, the farm, and he is he's the vine, he's the tree. So the vine is the tree. And it says that in verse 4 that we are the branches, you and I are the branches. It doesn't say when you are born again, you are the branch. You are the branch, period. Because we are all connected to Jesus. Now, it's not even the people that are born again. I'm just going off topic here a bit. Even the people that are born again, when Jesus tells parables and he says, if you have ears to hear, let him who has ears to hear, let him hear. Even though you are born again, it doesn't mean you will hear. Meaning, you may not understand what God is talking about and what you are reading. So, that's just an aside. For those of us who are so religious that no, no, only if you are born again, you are the branch. No, that can't be true. So, what are the others who are not born again? What are they? Leaves? What are they? Twigs? What are they? It's like saying, oh, it's when you're born again that you've got arms and legs. How about the others? Yeah. But the reason you need to be born again is so that you will live life spiritually. He that is born of the flesh is flesh. So you've been born of the flesh. This is flesh. But he that is born of the spirit, God made you spirit when he made Adam. You were made in his image and likeness, and God is spirit. So you are spirit. So you can't live. He was talking to Nicodemus, who said, I have this, I've done this. Nicodemus was just talking about physical, natural things. God, Jesus said to him, "Mm-mm, that's not your reality. Your reality is spiritual things. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what your reality is, and that's what my reality is. Okay. So it says you need to be born by the Spirit. By the Spirit. And it's a consciousness because he said, oh, does that mean I go back into my mother's womb? I'm too big to do that because no woman carries a full blown, grown adult in her womb. He said, no, the way we come into being is through the natural means. But the way you live is through, in fact, through the spiritual means you come into the world and it shows up the natural way, like you are born. But the way you live your life is spiritually. That's what God was saying. That's what Jesus was saying. The way you live your life is spiritually. So you won't count all the things you have. I have this, I have that, I've studied this, I have this degree, I'm able to do that. So one of the things I do when I see people doing things I desire to do, they've accomplished it, they've achieved it. What I when I find that, oh God, that feeling rises. Oh God, I wish I won myself. I say, stop it. What will it profit you to gain the whole world and lose your soul? Your ability to think, your ability to use your emotions. He says, I wish above all things that you prosper, even as your soul prospers. That you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. Where your will is, your mind is, your emotions are. It is that thinking that causes prosperity in your life. Prosperity is not just money. It is the way you speak, the way you talk, what you wear, it's really how you conduct yourself, your character, and God, your nature. which is his divine nature that he has given to you and I. I want you to really understand this. So, even as the vine, he's speaking metaphorically. Even Jesus is speaking metaphorically that even though he says he's the vine, his father is the husbandman, we are the branches. Are you a branch on a tree? You are not. But you're a branch that grows out metaphorically, spiritually from Jesus. And the husbandman, his father, is that not what it says in verse 1? God the Father is one that looks after us and prunes us and takes care of us and purges us and all that. But you remember, Jesus the Father and the Holy Spirit are the same person. It's one person. So that's number one. You are the branch, is the vine. That's he's the tree, Jesus. Number two, abide. Abide in me. That's verse 4. Abide in me and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine, no more can ye, except ye abide in me. All right. I want to show you something now. It is a tree. Let me go and look for it. Make sure we are still here. Where is the tree? Okay. This is the tree. The tree I want to show you. Um, there's a tree I want to show you. Right. That's the tree I want to show you right there. It's important you see this tree because it will help. Oh no, this is not what. Oh my goodness, what have I done? Oh dear. Oh dear me. Oh dear me. Oh dear me. What have I done? Um, bear with me, bear with me. I hope I can get it back because I'm assuming that I'm still recording. I'm not sure what I did here. I'm actually not sure what I did. What did I do? OMG. Oh oh. Oh. Oh, what have I done? Um, um, what have I done? What have I done? I found myself. You've seen all kinds of things, so bear with me. If I can edit it, I will. Okay, so what I wanted to do was show you a tree. Okay, went on I went on, here it is. I went on Google and I found me a tree. All right. So you are the branch. Let me see. Can I make it any bigger? No, I don't think so. So you are the branch. So we are these branches. This is the tree down here, right? And we are these. This is a branch that has come out of it. This is another branch. That's another branch. That's another branch. And it says in verse 4, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, it says, abide in me, and I too will abide in you. Have you noticed that before? If you abide in me, I too will abide in you. Abide in me. That word abide means to stay. If you look up the Strong's Concordance, it means to stay. S-T-A-Y. To stay in a given place, in a given relation, in a given expectancy, and in a given state. Are these branches going anywhere? No. They are not going anywhere. They are staying. Did the tree, the vine, did it go somewhere? No. So it's easy for God, I, to be in us and you to be in God, because by virtue of tree and branch, you are with one another. So notice that it says, abide in me and I in you. So when you abide in me, I also abide in you. Abide is making a statement. He's instructing us, abide in me. and I in you. Because you can't stay with something. Let's say this is the vine and this is the branch, this is the branch. You can't stay here and here not stay with you. It's not possible. So look at the picture again, all the sap that's going through the tree from the roots is going into the branches as well. In fact, that is what made every branch grow out. So whatever is in God is in you. Whatever is in Jesus is in you. Whatever is in the Spirit, Holy Spirit is in you. So that means all God's, if you want to bring it down to the level of the human body, all God's kidney, heart, whatever is feeding that in him, and he doesn't have that, any of those, we do, because we are covered in the flesh. God is not covered in any flesh. He is spirit. Whatever is in him is in you. Whatever makes him grow makes you grow. Whatever he knows, you know. That's why when I was listening to Joel Goldsmith, he said something powerful. I wrote it down. He said, um, whatever the problem, however it appears, the answer and the solution are within me, within you. Why won't it be? Why won't the answer and solution be within us when we are connected? Now, how are you connected? Because this is a metaphor. But when you look at the tree with the branches, you will see that the branch didn't just appear, it grew out of the tree, out of the vine. So by virtue of staying the vine, inside the vine are the branches. Inside Jesus is you. When Jesus came to be, when God, the self-existent one, came to be, he was the beginning. He was before the beginning. He's self-existent. Inside him is every single one of us. So out of him grew us. Now, guess what? What if God was not connected? What if God decided, no, I'm not thinking right, I'm not doing anything right? This is how I want you to think. I don't want you to think, oh, I don't have money. You have descended to natural things. The natural man, foolishness, as spiritual things are foolishness to the natural man. The natural man is the one that thinks naturally, that sees things only at face value. It looks like this, therefore it must be this. This is empty, therefore it is empty. That's not true. That's why you can function from within, not from without. You function from, aha, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, not, oh, let me go and learn how to do these things through Christ who strengthens me. I'm not saying you shouldn't learn, because you will be guided, you'll be led anyway. You will know where to go, what to do when you stay within, when you are focused in the within. I wrote then, this is how to think, that whatever the problem, the answer, the solution is within me. That's how to think, not rushing around. If you are going to go anywhere, be led. But you cannot be led if you are not paying attention and you are not conscious that he is in you and you are in him. Then verse 5 continues by saying, he repeats himself, I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abides in me and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. And listen to the last line, for without me ye can do nothing. For without me ye can do nothing. For without me ye can do nothing. Look at that. If you are not abiding, if you are not staying, if you are not remaining, if you are not fixed like these branches could not grow by themselves. So when they grew out, Jesus now says, stay with me, abide, remain in a given place. It's an acronym, press. In a given place, in a given relation, in a given expectancy, and in a given state. Stay in that place with God. Stay in that relation. with God. Stay in that expectancy with God. Stay in that state with God. Don't change your mind, by having thoughts of the natural, of not having enough, of this has not been provided. Don't do that. Stay. Stay. That's why his word says, thou shalt meditate in me on this word. This word will not depart out of your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, all the time. That's staying. That is staying. That is staying. Staying in that word. Because you cannot do anything without that abiding. Without him, we can't. And it's not in the long prayers. It's not in the long fasts. Those are external things. But being conscious of his presence in you. He says, I am with you even until the end. He says, I will never leave you nor forsake you. That's what he says. He says he is there. He is not going. Don't go either. Don't go anywhere. But if you are thinking that this didn't work, you have left. You have left. For as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. You have left. And then it says in verse 7, if you abide in me and my words abide in you, you shall ask what you will and it shall be done unto you. Listen. Listen. I've always said that's a blank check. Write whatever figure you want. That's what God is saying. He says, you shall know. He said, ye shall ask. What a branch does is to ask. So once the branch has come out of the tree, right, it asks, I want another branch to grow out of me. I want another branch to grow out of me. And what does the tree do? It gives it to him because they are connected. They're intertwined. They are connected. They're intertwined. They're plaited together. You know, they're twisted into each other. It's like grafting another plant into a tree. You tie it around the tree, you cut off that branch, you tie it around another tree so it will bud again. They are intertwined. You are intertwined. So your asking is God's answering because you are connected. Can you see? You are connected. But I want you to notice every branch asks a different question. This one says, I want a branch here, I want a branch here. This other one says, I want this branch. Then out of that branch, I want these little branches. Then he says, oh, this big branch, I want it to grow out here and grow out here as well. Then this branch says, yes, and I want mine to be much longer. And you can ask what you will. What did I put here? He says, and it shall be done. This is verse 7. That word done means generate. That word generate means to become or to come into being. That is manifestation. But there is a process. The meditation of being, the meditation of abiding, the meditation of knowing that you and God are one. I can stop sharing now. The meditation of knowing that you and God are one. You are no different. And you know, this oneness is not a flesh oneness, is a spirit oneness. And that also tells you, since everybody else comes out of God, we are also connected to everybody else. We are also connected to everyone else. So you can be in your house, your cousin might be in the United States, and you're in your house in Nigeria. Your cousin might be in the United States, and you are thinking vine thoughts about your friend, your cousin in America. What I mean by vine thoughts is God always does good. So you're only thinking good thoughts, honest thoughts, true thoughts, any thoughts where there is virtue, where there is praise, noble thoughts. Even if you had fought and you are upset with each other, you can now start to think kind thoughts. And I promise you, you ask for peace between two of you and goodness and that person increases and they rise, it shall be done. It shall be generated. That is the manifestation shall show up in this natural space. It will become, it will be generated. It will be generated. That thing that did not exist physically will be generated to exist physically. So, so this should have finished, but this reminds me of that expression, think big. Because you know it will be generated. And what is generated means, I mean, things are generated from somewhere. So wherever it's generated from means it already exists. So you cannot afford to think small or say, oh no, I cannot enlarge my business. Oh yes, you can. Oh yes, you will. And oh yes, you must. Because that's what you are created for. The whole world needs what you have. I know you can't reach the whole world, but you can reach more than who you are reaching now. All right. I hope this serves you. I'm Kemi Ishala, CEO and founder of How to Think Global Solutions. Leave your questions in the video, in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what else you want me to talk about on my channel. We have the How to Think Thinking Schools. I will put the link for you to join for free. It's an 8-week, once a week course, and the foundational level we will teach you how to think. Then we have 3 levels: the intermediate level and then the advanced level. By the time you are done with the foundational level, you will want to be in the intermediate level. Those 2 levels, intermediate and advanced, are paid. But what you will achieve, wow. One of my our students who joined us in 2025 came with her project, because you need to come with a project. I want to achieve going to do my PhD in Brazil. She got there this year, February this year, February, March this year, and told me 2025 How to Think Thinking School now there. So you've got nothing to lose. I look forward to serving you again. Bye bye.